Hola, bon dia, and welcome to the Sunny Side Art Project. I don't need to tell, I've had an absolutely abysmal night's sleep. It's been very, very hot, and therefore I think the animals just want to be awake at night. And I don't know how he still has the energy. So, yeah, it was like 36, I think it was yesterday. It's quite normal now. The cats just the cat kept trying to come in and out to see her babies, but also wanted to be outside because it was warm. Biscuits is just on one. And then I've still getting over this weird cough thing I've had. I was having mad coughing fits. And then Carlos wanted to let the cats into a room so they can go to the toilet at about 4 o'clock in the morning. And the entire handle was broken. You can't open the door. So that is one of my things on my list of jobs to do today, is to break back into that room. We had to make a makeshift toilet out of an old Tupperware that we weren't really using anymore. But yeah, it is really nice and early, and I could so easily go back to bed, but it's going to be another scorcher today, and we've got some things that I need to sort out in the garden, so I'm going to do that before I have eat or coffee or anything. I'm just going to get it done, and then I can probably go back to bed for a bit. I've got peaches and tomatoes that are definitely ready to come out. Oh, not out, but you know what I mean. I just want to apologise as well for the last video coming out on Tuesday. I had edited it and stuff, but we had major internet troubles, which we were doing yesterday. Usually we film on Monday when it's Carlos's day off. Someone else got internet installed in the area, and this is just a hilariously Portuguese thing, but they accidentally broke our connection whilst installing someone else's. And instead of going, oh, I need to spend an extra 10 minutes repairing that wire, they just went and walked off on Friday. We called Mayo probably like 12 times trying to get someone to repair it because it was their fault. We knew it was their fault because I was on the phone to the guy when he was saying, oh, someone's installing it, so that's why it's off. And it just kept getting cancelled and moved. Carlos had an argument with a woman on the phone because she was basically saying, that didn't happen, you're lying. But it is back. As of yesterday, we had 2 lovely men come take a little bit out of their day to come and fix it. So thank you to those guys. Thought I'd update you on my Biscuits has been barking so much as well. We've come to realise, especially sort of this time of the day, right down at the bottom of the field, you can't really see it, down there by that big old cork tree, there's just a load of apple trees that have basically gone wild. It's like a wild orchard at this point. And so loads of deer are coming out of the forest and coming down into our land quite close to the house. They start barking and whatnot, and Biscuits is terrified of them. So yeah, we're seeing deer quite regularly at the moment, but I quite like it, but then Biscuits hates them. Anyway, I've got to go water the garden. That's the first thing on the job list. And then I'm going to get all this fruit and veg. What are you doing, Biscuits? You up to no good? Yeah? You up to no good? Right, everything's watered. Oh, excuse my hair, by the way. I've got like a giant knot from when I was ill, and I'm working my way through it. Oh, we just had our first deer of the morning, so Biscuits is going to be going a little mental. Garden is watered. It's funny, like every time you see it, it seems to change. I have definitely learnt a lot. There have been many failures, but many successes. Or obviously be growing tomatoes a lot here. they've just gone mad. Carrots did well, lettuce did amazing, although it's starting to look sad because of the heat. It's very, very warm now. We missed out on courgettes. They had run out of courgettes the day we went to go and buy all our plants, so I think we'll have to give those a good go next year, because apparently everyone has had an amazing year on courgette, or any type of squash or anything. My aubergines have grown about that big. It's just the size of my thumb. So maybe not those ones. Peppers, all the peppers are really small, but it is producing. Kale and spinach did amazing, but weirdly padron peppers have all just killed over and died. I can't work out why. I thought this is like perfect padron pepper weather, but there we are. I had 8. They all survived as seedlings, but maybe I'll have to put them in pots next year and try it like that way. Or I think you can grow them in the winter as well, so I might try have a go. I'm already starting to think about how the winter garden is going to look, because I've come to realise you have to pre-plan these things a lot. So once those tomatoes are gone, I think we're just going to clear everything. Yeah, like lots of things like cauliflower, broccoli, definitely going to plant those. I'm going to grow spinach again for sure, more carrots, and I might try doing more of like a rotation, because I now have so many carrots I don't know what to do with them, whereas if I'd done like one line one week, one line the next week, you know, might have worked out a little better. So I think I'll do that in the future. Cass is also going to sort out that lower part, so we can grow stuff down there as well. And the idea is, because the tomatoes obviously grow so mad here, that lower part of the garden will just become big tomato patch, so that the other vegetables have room to grow. And one thing I have learned is I definitely need to be on top of de-weeding a bit more. I'll put my hands up. I slacked a little. I do have back problems. I think that's why I'm secretly putting it off. I think I might buy one of those things for like old people, where you like have a little grip thing, because yeah, my back is terrible. I just have a bad back all the time. Maybe that will encourage me to stay on top of it next year. That'll be my Christmas present. Anyway, I'm going to start collecting my fruit and my veg. I did see something else that needs to be harvested. Oh yeah, the peppers. There's loads of peppers that need to be harvested. I was going to go shopping tomorrow, but maybe I don't need to. Just live off of all the fruit. I mean, it's hot enough for that, so I need to find a bucket. I know this is a bit of an overkill, but I have no idea where I've put my small shears. This will have to do, I guess. It'll help me reach in at least. There's a lot of tomatoes here. That is not even a smidge of what is on those. Oh, sorry, dropping stuff. That is only a very small amount of what is available on those plants. The rest aren't quite ready yet. Some of these are a little bit underripe, but I've got the ones that have got like the really red ones on there. I don't want the ants to get to them. And I have found if they're starting to turn yellow, like these ones here, they will ripen on the vine anyway, so we'll just use the red ones first and then wait for those ones to be ready. Oh, but that's made me very happy. I guess I'll be having tomato soup or pasta or something for dinner today. Also, a few of them are drying out, I've noticed. It's just very hot, so best get them in whilst you can. Talking of hot, it is already very warm out here. It's got to be nearly 30 already. I'm sweltering. But we are actually getting a few clouds, so might get a storm, maybe. Right, I need to get the peppers, because there's a couple of peppers that I need to sort out. Just need some more arm room. So pepper harvest is kind of a little sad. They all seem to have rotted quite easy. And the ones that haven't are like, yeah, very leathery, and they're all very small, so I'm not sure what's happened there. This one's definitely the most successful one. That's a happy pepper. I think I'll sort of trying to wait for them to grow and they just didn't, and then insects found them. But I'm going to do a bit of research as to why that's happened, and hopefully next year I can do a bit better, because they're very, very small, very sad. But I'm hoping that what I could do is cut off the bits that are a bit sad and then roast the rest and then jar them up in like olive oil and garlic and herbs. So like little aperitif kind of thing. That's about all I could do with those, I think. Yeah, very sad. Right, peach time. They're not all completely ripe, but me and Carlos had a little experiment, see if we can ripe slightly underripe ones off the tree, and we can. So that's what we're doing with some of those. They weren't already, some are still on there. The reason I like to get them off a little bit early is because the ones we've tried to leave till they're completely ripe, the ants get to them. There's a lot of ants on this farm. Yeah, that's why some of them are not quite ready, but they won't be long until they are. And there are some really big, juicy red ones, which I'm excited for. Or should I say Carlos is probably excited for, they're his favourite. There are some smaller ones, like these aren't that big. This is probably the smallest. I'm probably just going to turn those into like a peach syrup and make iced tea from them. I can just keep in the fridge and top out whenever I need it. And the big ones can be saved for Carlos. Anyway, that's all the outdoor jobs. I need to go and like shower and coffee. I need to shower and coffee and possibly have a nap. But I do have some indoor jobs as well, and I will show you those in a bit. Probably. Yes. What you did to my shoes? This is why you can't have nice things. Why is there carrot all over the floor? He's got up to load. Hey. Cheeky monkey. Hello, I've had a nap, everyone. Do I look more human? All of the animals and I probably slept for about 3 hours. It wasn't a nap, it was a full sleep. I've woken up quite groggy. Yeah, I got some stuff done inside the house anyway, like some like computer work that I needed to do. I'm gonna make myself some lunch, even though it's now like nearly 4 o'clock in the afternoon. One thing I haven't said about is how hot this kitchen is getting this time of year, especially once it's above like 35 degrees. You know that this kitchen is going to be unbearable. But the sun basically is on that side of the house, and then it goes round and then sets over there. So in the evenings, and it's like the hottest time of the day. I've noticed like from 3 to about 6 here, it keeps just getting hotter and hotter. So this room is just horrendous. So I was gonna hopefully pick all those peppers today, but I think I might have to wait till tomorrow morning to do that. Don't have any outside jobs tomorrow. You've got stuff all on your head, buddy. Have you been up to no good again? Everyone's full of beans, so they're now awake after a good nap. So I'm just gonna make myself a quick pasta, and then I need to break into a door. Yeah, we need to get in there. So breaking down a door, and then I might start masking taping, because I don't know if you remember about 2 videos ago, which is like 3 weeks ago, I was like, yes, let's start painting. And then I just got sick, the cats got sick, and it just never got done. I still haven't mask tape off even, so I'll start doing that so I can start doing little bits of painting. But I don't know what I'm gonna do about the cats when I do the painting. So they're very much attached to being in the living room now. They don't like staying in their old room. Lucky, what are you doing, buddy? You know, pasta time. It's got very warm in this kitchen, so I'm gonna save the rest of the preserving of the peppers till later on, once I've cooled down a bit. I just need to put the oven for like 5 minutes, heat them up a bit, and then heat the jar and pour in the olive oil. So, right, I'm gonna go stuff my face for a little while. See you in a bit. Don't touch it. No, leave it. What are you doing, kittens?
Would you like some according?
Oh, yes, please.
Yeah.
Where did I put? There we go. Carlos! Struggling to turn this, my dude. I'm struggling with this.
Oh, hang on. I've got my keys. Is it that way screw to right the thing? Or?
No, it's this. It's just fucked. I think there's no other way of putting it.
No.
I don't think it's gripping onto anything anymore. It's just been completely worn down. And look at all the metal that's coming off of my finger.
God. It's doing something now, just not what we want it to.
It's just not catching, is it? I think it's just worn away to nothing. Hey!
Got him!
Well, let's not put that back, ever.
Funny, we had a new one.
Carlos uses big brain and used the other bit. I can get in. Oh, by the way, the peppers were a bust. They were so thin they just turned to crisps. But I tried.
We had bought a door handle ages ago. We were going to use it on our room.
Yeah, because that one's dodgy.
But this room is more important because the cats, well, some of the kittens have learned to pee-pee poo-poo in this room, and we need to keep it closed because Biscuits will go and eat the poo.
I've been fighting with him all day. I don't know if you noticed, it's spilt everywhere.
Yeah, but the cats do know how to ask to go in that room to poo, so that's going to be our main objective for this evening. I'm going to finish watering the garden. I'll get Charlotte to unscrew the rest of the door, and then we're going to install it.
Yes.
And hopefully it's the right size, because I think it should be. So.
Also, it's gold. How luxury.
Ooh, very nice. Update you on before I end the video. So first of all, we have a new handle and it works. I did that the day after with Carlos. The wood was very warped. I think that's partly what affected it, and it actually took an annoyingly long time to get that in. It should have been a lot easier, but there was a lot of chiseling involved, so we're hoping we wouldn't have to do that, but we did. But it works. And now the cats can poop in peace, although they're trying to kill each other, I swear, at the moment. Yesterday, I'd hoped that I could start doing the painting, but of course, one last thing had to happen with the cats. Luckily, it's not too expensive, and it's nothing that we think is life-threatening, but I don't know if you saw in that last shot. Lucky has just started going bald. Where his immune system was down, he has caught a fungal infection. They were just cuddling on my lap, and now that the camera's on, they're acting like little rascals. What are you doing? Be nice to each other. Oh, for goodness sake. Yeah, he had a fungal infection, so he is losing hair. I don't know if this is going to affect him being adopted. Although, to be honest, I'm going to... Carlos and I have gotten quite attached to him, so if they don't want him anymore, I wouldn't be that sad, to be brutally honest. After hand feeding him for like 4 days, I've grown quite attached to both of them. But yeah, he's on like another 3 weeks of medication now. So he has to have like 1 week with tablets, 1 week off, and then another week on. And we have to just keep an eye on him. It's going to take a while for his hair to grow back, apparently. So yeah, he's going to be a little bit bald for a while. He's lost some on his toes and stuff as well. Poor thing. But he's, like, as you can see, they're both like a lot fatter, and they're both doing very well and being rascals. Hopefully that is the last time I'll have to go to the vets for a while. I'm sick of seeing the vets. Even the vet said whilst I was there, I don't want to see you for a while. So yeah, hopefully that's the end of that. But I just want to say a big thank you for watching this video. Whilst Carlos is working the summer shifts, we will only be doing 1 video per week. It's just a lot for one person. Basically just a lot for me to get 2 videos out a week, film at least 2 days to get 2 videos out, and then actually look after the animals, look after the plants. It's a lot for one person, and where it's the summer, unfortunately, he just has to work a lot now. That's when all the money is here in Portugal, so he's currently working 6 days a week, and 1 day off. We really do need those days to actually have some time to ourselves as well, so that's why he's not been in this video as much. He will be in the next one. We're home to go to a praia fluvial, and I need to start planting some of my winter veg, so that'll be in the next video, as well as this wall behind me is getting painted. But yeah, it's going to be 1 video for about the next 6 weeks, but then after that I hope to go back to 2 a week because I do like making them. Thank you to everyone who supported our channel. Any likes, subscribes are a great support for us, and if you did want to support further, we do now have Buy Me a Coffee down below. Mostly going towards our animals. The absolute terrors. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and we will see you next week. And hopefully there'll be no more animal news, just planting and decorating the way it should be. Oh, and some fluvial. Oh, I'll pronounce it right soon.